Sold.
Huh?
Sounds like you're sold on the show this season.
Well, yeah, I've been watching American Horror Story for mad long.
I mean, but every season isn't the same. Some of them's a hit or miss, right?
Yeah. And I don't know if this is a hit or a miss. Like, I just be putting it on because I'm like, what is happening? I need answers now.
I hate shows like that.
I've dedicated too much time. Each next episode I click, I think I'm going to get answers, and then I don't. And I'm like, fuck. And then I see another episode, and I'm like, maybe this is the one. And I'm like, fuck. American Horror Story Delicate is gaslighting me into watching more episodes of it, and I don't like it. Next. Next is Slaughterhouse.
You can talk over the music. It actually sounds dope.
So it just distracts me. So, and I can't like stay on my train of thought while it's playing in the background.
Not with that mindset.
So Slaughterhouse,
I watched this one.
it's not kind of. So it's
of
part of the Halloween. So I wanted to watch a couple of the Halloween movies. I only ended up watching one, I think, which was Slaughterhouse. I knew this movie was going to be absolutely ridiculous because it's named Slaughterhouse. It is about a killer sloth. Okay.
And if you didn't get the play on words, Slaughterhouse, Slaughterhouse.
Just throw some tequila and passion fruit juice in there real quick for me, please, because I'm about to take y'all on a ride. This movie made me feel like I was being punked, gaslit, and assaulted. Not assault, punked and gaslit, definitely. And not even manipulated. I wasn't manipulated into thinking that this was going to be a good movie. I knew this was going to be absolute nonsense. Nonsense. So the movie starts in what I assume is like the Amazon rainforest. There's a sloth on a tree. It's on a branch. A crocodile jumps up and what you think kills the sloth. The sloth falls into the water. There's a rustle and bustle. Okay? You're thinking that the alligator done killed this poor little baby sloth. The sloth is so cute. You're like, damn. The alligator floats up, flips around. There's claw marks on the alligator's stomach, belly part, right? The alligator is dead. The sloth killed the alligator. That's what they want us to think, right? So then these poachers find the sloth. They tranquilize it. They bring it back to the States. We're now in this poacher's house. Fast forward, he meets this girl in a sorority. The girl in the sorority is like, okay, I'm going to come pick up this sloth. She's on her way to the house. While she's on her way to the house, the sloth murders the poacher. How? How does a sloth murder a poacher? I don't fucking know. So then she goes in the house, sees the sloth, and just, it's like, oh my God, you poor cute little baby, picks it up, steals the sloth. The sloth goes to the sorority house now. So the sloth is in the sorority house, and her best friend is like, this is a wild animal. This animal belongs in the rainforest. You need to give the sloth, put the sloth back in its habitat. And you would think that the sloth would like that idea because the sloth just killed the poacher, right? No, no. The sloth does not like that idea. The sloth like fucking nicks her, scratches her or bites her or something. She's like, ow. That's the first time we see like a little bit of, well, that's the first time they see a little bit of violence from the sloth. Time goes on. She's gaining popularity because of this sloth. The sloth is going on a killing rampage that its owner, the main girl, has no idea about. Okay? The sloth is slicing people's throats and somehow disposing of human bodies as a sloth. The sloth has superhuman strength. We don't know how that came to be. That's my biggest gripe with this movie. But let me continue because I have a long list of questions that I will pose towards the end of this ridiculous creation because that we're calling a movie. So the sloth kills the girl, gets rid of her body somehow. The girl that's trying to get rid of it kills another girl, gets rid of that body, and then they're having like a sleepover or something. Oh no, during it's like a montage of the sloth just fucking killing girls and snapping pictures, snapping selfies with the dead bodies. You don't have opposable thumbs.
That was the craziest part of the movie. That nigga was spinning shit with no thumbs.
Like, how are you getting rid of bodies, taking pictures, posting captions in English, posting English captions on Instagram? The Instagram account is Killer Sloth. What?
Like the lengths that this sloth went to making the unbelievability of this movie the largest part is crazy. Like the feats that this sloth did is next level.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fast forward to like the main conflict of the movie when the sloth like really starts getting down and murdering people. So the girls are having like this. Oh, no. So the sloth again attacks the best friend. The best friend is in the hospital. Right? He's in the sorority house with the main girl. I don't know, no names. Main girl, best friend, sloth. Those are the main characters.
White one,
and mean
white
bitch.
two, white
and there's
three.
Mean bitch. Okay? So best friend is in the hospital. Main girl is at home with the sloth. Main girl is late for like the sorority president nominations or whatever. She's running for president. That doesn't matter. Sloth wants to finish the job. The sloth picks up the phone, Google's directions to the hospital, gets in the car, and drives with its legs and arms somehow. Gas and brake. How does it reach? I don't know. I have so many questions, right? I have so many questions. At this point, my head hurts. I'm like, I'm yelling at the TV. How is the sloth driving right now? First of all, I'm asking questions that don't even need to be asked. How does the sloth know what hospital the friend is at? How?
These are not a small town, right?
These are not things like in the grand scheme of things. Like this is not a movie that you are going to take serious at all, right? So
I feel you.
So why am I asking these questions? I felt like I was going out of my fucking mind. So the sloth smothers her with a pillow somehow. How is a sloth smothering you with a pillow? How much does it weigh? Fling that shit off you. If you don't fling that shit, whole time I was like, somebody kick this motherfucker in the face. Somebody. Nobody kicked it in the face. So back at the house, the sloth is back at the house. The sloth drove back to the house before the ceremony was gone. The sloth drove to the hospital, murdered somebody, drove back in time before it was done to be back in the house to murder everyone else. The sloth goes on a murdering rampage. Sloth is killing everybody left and right. Sloth fucking turns up the showers, burns people to death, and then while they're in the showers, puts an electric cord in there. Everybody is dead. The sloth is running around killing people. Okay? The sloth, I'm gonna just fast forward. The sloth is running around killing people. The main girl's boyfriend comes in the house. How? The house was dead bolted with a chain locked for the ceremony. How he got in, I don't know. How the sloth got in, I don't know. How the girl, best friend, apparently not dead. How did she get in? We don't know. There was a chain and a deadbolt on the door. Okay? How? We don't know. So fucking they fight the sloth. They beat this sloth with a bat. They think it's dead. It's not dead. They knock it out the window. They think it's dead. It's not dead. They shoot it. They think it's dead. It's not dead. They stab it. They think it's dead. It's not dead. They shoot it some more. In the end, she's about to do the final like last headshot, and then the sloth points like, rainforest, that's where I need to be. Nigga, you just tried to kill the best friend that was trying to get you back to the rainforest from the jump. What are your motivations, sloth?
I did.
Where do you want to go?
I wanted some sloth lore.
Yes. Okay, so whole time in this whole movie, the sloth is moving very quickly. Sloth got super strength. Sloth got super speed. Sloth knows English somehow. Sloth
Super
has an Instagram account.
Oh,
How
he's
did this-
internet savvy?
No. Now I need a second slaughterhouse. You motherfuckers, you gaslit me into wanting a second one. And I need to know how the sloth got like this.
Because at least in Cocaine Bear, we knew cocaine made the bear into a superhuman.
Yes.
Anyone who's done cocaine knows that's what it does to you. So I could understand that premise. But this one right here is the reason why I fell asleep halfway through, because it was like, yo, you got to give me something. Is he like enchanted by something? Like, did he put his dick in
I was on the edge of my seat because I was pissed the fuck off.
Did he put his dick in a turtle? Like, is that how he got powers? Like, two slow things made him opposite?
I don't know. I need the slaughterhouse lore. I am going to find whoever made Slaughterhouse. I'm going to go out of my way to make this part a clip, because you need to explain to me what the fuck? What are the sloth's motivations and where did it get its powers? And then you need to give us a prequel. Slaughterhouse 2.
Or at least like give it some drugs. Like, what I thought was at first it would have been cool if like there was another movie where the gator was like crazy fire, like he was killing people crazy, and then the gator, like whatever was in the gator, when he killed the gator, whoever was in the gator would have turned him into super sloth.
Yes, but no, cool. It was just a killer sloth from the beginning, and it was highly frustrating. So, the last of the spooky series was Haunted House. I needed to watch this for nostalgia and just like my childhood, because you remember the first Haunted House with Eddie Murphy on Disney Channel.
I didn't like any of those.
Okay, I loved it, and I watched the second one with fine ass Lakeith Stanfield. Okay,
that nigga moans in clubhouse rooms.
Yeah, I saved that. Anyways, screen recorded. So Haunted House was like a very good, it was a good place to end, because after American Horror Story Delicate, where I was just like fucking swinging, fighting the air, like I need answers, bitch. And then Slaughterhouse, where I felt like I was manipulated and gaslit and punked. Haunted House was a good ending cleanser. Point. Yes, it was very wholesome. There was a love story in it that was like really cute. I cried at least 2 times during the movie.